Hey YouTube, we're going to make this one quick. We're going to get straight into what we're doing today. So we're doing a Tyler Herro breakdown of some of my gameplays that I've done in ranked. So I know you see it on the screen right now. We're about to click on the first one. But you have 4 keys that you want to pay attention to when you play Tyler Herro. Pay attention to your matchup. So your strengths, your weaknesses on offense, your strengths, your weaknesses on defense. So on both sides of the ball. Number 2, you want to pay attention to how you're filling out the space on the court. Number 3, you want to pay attention to when there's chaos. So offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and off screens. And then number 4, you really want to, when you're on the ball, you want to pay attention to how you're being defended. Now, those are some keys that I've paid attention to. So when you're playing Tyler Herro, the first key that I mentioned, why you want to pay attention to your matchup and your strengths and weaknesses on both sides of the ball is you want to know Tyler Herro isn't the best defender. He isn't the best on-ball creator. So you have to know what you can do to attack them on both sides of the ball. So, for example, in this game, I believe I'm matching up against Paul Pierce. What is the first thing that I acknowledged? I looked at Paul Pierce. I know he's jump shot heavy and he's slow. His game is jump shots and he's a slow player. So let's pay attention to defense. On defense, what am I doing? Tyler Herro is not a lockdown, but he's quick enough to keep up with Paul Pierce. What do I do with Paul Pierce? I'm taking away the jump shots as much as I can because I can't protect the rim, but I'm fast enough to contest his jumpers, so that's what I have to pay attention to. Now on offense, what am I going to do? Because I know Paul Pierce is slow, what do? I bring chaos. He can't keep up with me, so I stay off the ball as much as possible. And I run around the court. I move, I fill space, I draw doubles. That's what I do. I force him and his teammates to recognize that I'm a problem. I'm a threat. So I don't know if you guys watch the NBA, but if you know the Warriors and how Stephen Curry plays, Stephen Curry is not heavily on the ball. He's off the ball. Why is he off the ball? Because he knows he can enhance his teammates that way. He knows that he can get open shots. And so that's what he does. He's an elite shooter. He takes advantage of that in every conceivable way possible. That's how you want to treat Tyler Herro when you're playing him. So if you have a decent team, when you're using Tyler Herro, you can play off the ball and you can do it effectively. You want to take advantage of the small mistakes that they make defensively. So, for example, you saw what that guy just did. He saw off the rebound. Hey, I can get this easy shot. I can get this quick, easy shot. You take it. You fill the open space. You make sure your big man sees you off the rebound, and you got a quick 3 off of it. But anyways, I'm going to continue to let the gameplay go in the background. I'm going to continue to explain myself here. So, as I was saying, you want to make sure that you take advantage of your opponent's weaknesses. And my next key was, I believe you want to take advantage of the chaos when there's offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and pick and rolls. So off of offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, what you want to do is you want to pay attention to where your man is placed and where your teammate's man on the perimeter is placed. When you know if they're placed at a certain distance that you have enough room to get a jump shot off, and you know your big man can get it, can get the rebound, you want to fill the open space. You want to give them an opening to the corners specifically. The corners, they tend to be open a lot, so you can always get to the corners and show to your big man, hey, when you get the board, I'm there. I'm the outlet. When you're the outlet, because of your little sidestep that you have off the 3, you can get to those shots easily. But a key, I want to make sure you guys know, though, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're close enough to get back defensively just in case your big man doesn't get the board. But you want to make sure that you're far enough that you can get an easy 3. And those are key mistakes that you don't want to make. I know it probably sounds hard, but in practice, when you start to play games, you'll realize what works and what doesn't. But another thing that I wanted to say, since I said you want to make sure you create chaos, you control the chaos on the court. Make sure that you're the one who's bringing the chaos. For example, you can do something like setting on-ball screens. When you're setting on-ball screens, and you have someone like SJ on your team, D Wade on your team, as I get a block there because I'm taking away the perimeter shots. But as I was saying, if you can set on-ball screens. Setting on-ball screens could be really effective. Why can it be really effective? The defenders on the other team are going to be very worried about the fact that we're going up against the SJ, we're going up against the D Wade. I might have to help my teammate. You know why they can't help? Because you, Tyler Herro, are an elite shooter. And the moment that you see a level of hesitation from your man to help or not to help, you gotta take advantage of those small windows. You have to. When you're Tyler Herro, you're playing off the ball, you gotta take advantage of those small gaps. Force the defense to make mistakes so that you can get open looks and shots. It's very easy with Tyler Herro to not take bad shots because you have to control the game. You don't allow the other team to control the game. You don't allow them to control what you want to do. You have to control what they're doing. So you have to be the one to force and make mistakes. So screens, like I said, on-ball screens where you're the screener works, as well as when you're running pick and rolls. So I know some of you guys like to attack in the ISO. Well, I want you, if you want to attack in the ISO, do not play Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro is not the guy for that. What Tyler Herro is the guy for is he's great at attacking advantages, as I've stated earlier, and he's great at attacking advantages out of the pick and roll. So when you have the ball in your hands, you want to get straight to a pick and roll. That's what you do with Tyler Herro, because his moves aren't good enough to create on his own. But when you have a screener there and you can engage two players, that's when there's chaos in that. They, like the defenders, they have to communicate. They have to understand how to play defense. So let's think about something here. I want to explain to you guys what to do. It's very easy to know what to do when you have someone who can pick and pop. It's very easy. So I want to talk about when you don't really have an offensive weapon. So let's say you're playing with a Ben Wallace. Let's say you're playing with a Clint Capella, any type of non-shooter. And the defenders, they know that you're going to run a pick and roll. Well, throughout the beginning of these games, you want to establish that you're a threat shooting the ball. When you establish that you're a threat shooting the ball, that opens up the pick and roll game even more. As you guys see me do here, I ran a pick and roll. I established that I was a threat as a shooter. Siakam had a shot at the rim. He didn't take it, which is fine, but he had a dunk at the rim. And you know why he had that dunk at the rim? Because I was able to establish that I'm a very scary threat. At the three-point line, I'm a very scary shooter, so you got to get out on me, as I just hit a three just then. So when you're running a pick and roll and the coverage from the other team is, hey, the guard got hit by the screen, the guy who's defending you got hit by the screen, and now the big man has to step out. When the big man rotates out, what you want to do is you want to hold the ball. You want to hold the ball until your big man rolls. Because if they're not switching, that is, if the other team isn't switching and the man who was guarding you at first, so let's say it's Jrue Holiday and it's Ben Wallace that's rotating out to you. Let's say Ben Wallace is rotating out, he's trying to pick up, and Jrue Holiday is running out to try to double or whatever, he's trying to get back to you. You want to hold the ball long enough that Ben Wallace can get to the rim and dunk the ball, so you can dump it down to him. So, but you really have to pay attention. You really have to pay attention to how the big man is guarding you, because really skilled big man can figure out how to navigate. Let me stay in this in-between area of defending you as well as defending the drive. So you really want to learn the skill and pay attention to it. Now, let's say they're running a switch defense, and instead of rotating out, Ben Wallace just picks up on you. What you want to do is give it to your big man immediately. Even though Ben Wallace isn't going to score, what do you know now? Ben Wallace is a slow big. He can't defend you. So what do you now do? Now you have their center on the perimeter. Now you can create even more chaos. You can run around and he can't pick up on you. He's not fast enough to keep up with you. So you can generate threes, or you can generate open looks for your teammates with that. Now, another defensive coverage. let's say Jrue Holiday gets around the screen and you've established that you're an elite shooter. And now he's overplaying your jump shot. Now that you've established that you're a shooter, you can use the hesitation and get to the in-between area and get to a floater. And the reason I know why you'll be able to get to a floater is when the guard proves that he can keep up with you, what happens 9 times out of 10 is the big man will just stay on, his guy. And because of that, you can get to the in-between area and get to the floater there because they're just going to back up and they're going to stick to theirs. Now, another defensive coverage. If the big man doesn't rotate out to you on the screen and the guard is trying to play catch-up to defend you. So, as I said, Jrue Holiday in this case, he's trying to catch up to defend you, but he's not there. And the big man isn't rotating out to help him. Now you have the step back 3. Well, you have the step back or the side step 3. You can get to that at will. Now, another defensive coverage here. As you guys just saw, when they're both playing up because they know you can shoot, you can also mix in the fact that you can just drive and take a layup. That's always available to you. If they're just going to heavily overplay you, you have the 2. You have the layup you can go to. So that's another way you can attack that coverage. And as you guys are seeing, and as I'm saying, you guys are probably starting to understand. You are creating chaos. They have to figure out how to defend you. There's always something that you can go to here. There's always something. So pick up on that and learn that as you're playing Tyler Herro. It's essential. Now, what should I say here? What was my last key? Let me see if I can remember. I believe my last key was understanding spacing. I'm not sure if I went over it already, but I guess I'll just go over it at the end. But when it comes to understanding spacing, you got to know where the open space is on the court. You got to know where to be because your job as Tyler Herro, like I said, is off the ball. It's to space the floor for your teammates, create chaos, create doubles, all types of stuff so that they have room to score. And so essentially, if you look at me in my gameplays, you see me running to the left side, run to the open space. Just run to the open space. Your teammates need space to score, so run to the open space. Don't make it easy to double team them. Just keep it simple, stupid. As I said, keep it simple, stupid. Tyler Herro is a simple player. Keep it simple, stupid. This is why I believe I'm 7th ranked with Tyler Herro right now, currently, as of me recording this video. I'm 7th ranked in the world, or on global right now. It's because you just keep it simple. You don't have to take tough shots. You take the easy ones. And you take what's there. You just keep it simple. You don't force anything. You don't press the issue. You play off the ball. You create chaos. When they make a mistake, that's when your shots are there. You only take shots when the defenders make a mistake. But I don't know. I think I actually have went over everything. I believe in this video you guys got to see me defend Paul Pierce. You're gonna get to see me defend Stephen Curry. You're seeing me right now against Kuminga, and you get to see me against Jimmy Butler, if I'm not mistaken. And those are three completely different types of matchups. As I said earlier, with Paul Pierce is slow. He's a jump shot heavy guy. You want to take away the jump shots, and you want to use your speed to your advantage to cause chaos, so that his teammates have to help him defensively, and you get open threes off of that as well. Against Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler can't shoot, so it's pretty easy to know what to do when it comes to him offensively. You get to sag off, you get to double a little bit, you get to force, the teammates to their teammates to have to pass him the ball, and you go from there. You're trading twos with threes. That because you know that you can get to threes throughout the game, you know that giving them twos is always the better option. Now in this game, you're seeing Kuminga. He's too slow to guard you. So easy threes. You run around, create chaos. Now his teammates have to help. Look at Porzingis. He's rotating. He's having to help. Whether it's on screens or off screens, he has to help regardless because Kuminga can't keep up with you. Defensively, you can't stop Kuminga. You can't stop him from dunking the ball. You're just going to get failed contact every time, as you see in this video. I get failed contact a ton. So all you can do is just take away the jumper. You're just going to have to give up the twos. Or in this case, what we did was I swapped onto Porzingis. Why did we swap onto Porzingis? I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. The best type of matchups for Tyler Herro to defend are either guys who aren't offensively gifted or guys who are jump shot heavy, because those are the players he can consistently keep up with. If you're jump shot heavy, Tyler Herro can defend everything. He can be there. And then against guys who aren't offensively gifted, they just won't be an offensive option for their team. They just won't go to them. So you can just help, and it'll just be at that. Like you can focus on that. Now the next matchup I end up going against was Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, the best. He's a jump shot heavy guy. He's the perfect matchup if you're going up against an elite offensive option. He's the perfect guy to go up against, because what is Stephen Curry going to do? All he's trying to do is get the jump shots. He's not going to drive often. And even if he drives often, you can make up for it with your threes, with your chaos that you bring. So, as I've been saying, you can defend the Stephen Curry side steps and stuff like that at a decent level. Okay, this is the game right here. But you can defend that at a decent level. You just keep up with it. When he hits the behind the back to immediately press sprint, and then just do your best to stick with him. But yeah, that's a great matchup for you. Now, can he keep up with you speed-wise? Yes, because Steph Curry has high speed. But as I said, there's other ways for you to attack. You can be the screener. As you're using Tyler Herro, if you run next to your man, you get the speed boost and you get lit on fire. So it's still gonna be really difficult. And even when you go up against guys who can keep up with you speed-wise, you got to make sure you're running like wide receiver routes out here. As you see me filling the space on the right wing, because I know that Stephen Curry is going to stay with me, and that Jason Tatum is going to help because he's doubting whether Stephen Curry can keep up with me, and that led to an open three for Paul Pierce. But as I was saying here, an open midi actually. But as I was saying here, you want to make sure you're trying to route them up. Think of it like you're playing football and they're the cornerback. Route them the fuck up out here. They can't guard you. It's hard to defend a guy who's zigzagging, and it just isn't just doing the same thing 24/7. Don't be predictable out here. Look at me. You see him trying to play auto defense? That doesn't work. You can't play auto defense against him because he will get to open shots with the little sidestep. As I was saying, let's keep going. I guess at this point, I've explained everything that there is to know about Tyler Herro. Look at how fast I got there off the rebound. The chaos of it. Stephen Curry couldn't get to me. He was in that little half circle by the free throw area while I was at the 3-point line. He couldn't get there. I saw that we got the board and I was gone. Look at me keeping up with him defensively because I know he's there for jumpers. And when you know that he's there to take only jumpers, you can keep up. That's your defensive forte. So your job at Tyler Herro, as I said, create chaos, understand your matchup, take away the jumpers. That's your job. And you never want to be selfish. Never want to be predictable. Always play smart. When you gotta force the defenders to make a mistake, and that's where you come in. That's where your forte is. But anyways, there's about 5 minutes left in this video, and I'll just break down the gameplay as you see it. Okay, my teammate Siakam gets blocked. Now I have to pick up on Stephen Curry here. I'm staying with him. I know the jumper's coming. That's all he has in his bag. That's all he wants to go to. When you're playing with a Rodman, are you taking layups as a Stephen Curry? No. I understood that in the matchup. I understood that Stephen Curry, all he's going to do is try to take jumpers. Now, I couldn't get out to him there. But throughout the game, I've done enough. You guys have saw all the contests that I've made. And because of that, we're still up 13-11. Look at me filling out the space. I see Siakam's going to the wing. What do I do here? I know I have my ult, so what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop it. We're going to hit the three. Because I saw that Stephen Curry hit his three, I need to counter that. I acknowledge that, I respected that he hit a three. I'm going to counter that with my own. And I believe he hits another three right here, which is another mistake on my end. I want you guys to pay attention to what I do here on the pick and roll. I see Rodman's picking up. I immediately dump it to Siakam. What does Siakam do? He dumps it right back because Stephen Curry hesitates. What do I immediately do? Because I saw Stephen Curry hesitate, I immediately get into the side step three. Now, while I missed, what did that say? Open shots. Throughout this entire game, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't take anything that was not an open shot because it's easy. When you see mistakes happen, as I keep repeating throughout this video, that's when you come in. Quality shots, man. Force them into twos as well. Force them into twos as much as possible. You can make up for it. Believe in your ability to get to these shots. Believe in your ability to break down the defense. That's what you do best. And I've seen so many people say that he's a better Ray Allen with worse defense. Honestly, I don't think there's much of a fall off defensively as long as you have the defensive IQ. Look at me slightly. I know the jumper's coming. But as I was saying, I don't think there's much of a fall off there. As well as, I don't think he's just a better Ray Allen. I think he's a significantly better Ray Allen. Just significantly. Look at him. He's just a chaos bringer. Even more than Ray Allen is. He's so much more versatile. But as you guys see, 21-21, me and my team are confident. You know why we're confident? Because we know we can get to open shots. Look, Rodman's there helping. What do we got here? Open dunk. Because we saw Stephen Curry get hit by the screen. I saw you rotate out, pick and roll, dump it down. Simple. Simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple. What do I see here? I saw Stephen Curry standing there. Boom. Chaos. He's thinking Rodman's going to get the board. I see you standing there. And I see Siakam get the board. It's my time to fill in the open space and show him I'm open. I got an open three here. Boom. Now it's 26-21. We scored back-to-back possessions. Even after they scored once, we have a 3-point deficit because, we have a 3-point lead because we created that. Now look at us. Boom. Another open three. Now, in order for them to come back in 30 seconds, they have to hit threes. So what are we going to do defensively? We're guarding threes heavily. And what do? I get a block because I see it coming. Game. We put the game away. 32-23. It was just 21-21, and look at how fast we got to 32-23. Quick 11 points. But as you guys see here, they're just throwing the game they've given up here because they know it's over. They know that we've got them beat. What does Siakam do? He's just going to dump it down to me. I pop my ult. We're just running up the score here. But all in all, guys, you guys are seeing with the last 10 seconds here, 35-23 as we spank them in overtime. Tyler Herro, to me, he's meta, bro. He's meta. He's amazing. He's a special card. If you have the opportunity to get him and you see this video, he's a chaos bringer. He's a special card. Think of him like you're using Stephen Curry in real life. Just bring the chaos. Take away the jumpers. He is all that. So with that being said, guys, I know this was a long video, a long gap session for me, but Tyler Herro is special. I fully believe that. So if you liked the video, hit the like button, drop a sub down below, and hit the comment section. Tell me what you guys think of Tyler Herro. With that being said, guys, this was DJ Mobile breaking down Tyler Herro. Peace.